Alright, today is Unit 1, Formative 3, day number 2. We're going to talk about conversions, specifically double conversions and proportions. Alright, number 1 says 3.5 miles per hour to feet per second. So they want us to convert miles per hour to feet per second. Now, the word per, you'll see here, means divided by. And so that's the whole point why we're doing these conversions with division. Okay, again, if I start with my 3.5 miles, then it says per hour. That means divided by 1 hour. So I'm going to put that over 1 hour down here. And that's what I was starting with. I want to get to feet per second. So at the end, I want feet per, again, means divide, second. Okay. So let's see, what can we do along the way to get there? Well, we want to change miles to feet. Is there anything on our chart that says miles to feet? Well, we know that there is 5,280 feet in 1 mile. Okay, why did I put it like this? Well, again, my miles up is at the top in the beginning, and so I want to put it at the bottom down here, so those will cancel. My feet are on top, and that's what we want at the end, so that's good. Now let's try to change that 1 hour into seconds. Well, we know that 1 hour equals 60 minutes. Okay, and we also know that 60, we know that 1 minute, let's try that again. 1 minute equals 60 seconds. Right. So again, I put them that way because our hours will cross off, our minutes will cross off, and we're left with seconds and feet here. All right. So if we multiply across the top, we're going to take 3.5 times 5,280 times 1 times 1. Then we divide that by, on the bottom, 1 times 60 times 60. Okay. And if we put that into our calculator here, we get 5.13, and again it's in feet per second. Okay, so just double check that you did that right in your calculator. Again, on the top it's 3.5 times 5,280 times 1 times 1, and then multiply the bottom together, and then you'll take the top divided by the bottom to get 5.13. This one, number 2, says 480 feet per second equals how much or how many miles per hour? Okay, so now we're going the other way. We want feet per second into miles per hour. Okay, so again I'm going to start with my 480 feet. Again, per means divide, per second, and that's 1 second. Okay, make that a better one. Per 1 second. And again, my end goal is to have miles per hour over here. Okay, so we're using the same conversions we did in number 1. We're just kind of going backwards now. Okay, so to get, let's go from feet to miles first. So again, we know that there is 5,280 feet in 1 mile. Okay, and again I put my feet in the bottom here because it was in the top at the beginning, so those will cancel. And then the next thing we need to do is change seconds to hours. So we know there is 60 seconds in 1 minute, and there is 60 minutes in 1 hour. Okay, I guess I just could have left it like that since that's what we have. 1 hour down here. Okay, so if I do my canceling, my feet will cancel, my seconds will cancel, my minutes will cancel, and we're just left with miles and hour, which is what we want. Okay, so again, if we multiply across the top, we have 480 times 1 times 60 times 60. Let me do that quick. Okay, so when I typed in my calculator, I got 1,728,000, and then that's going to be over the bottom. So when we multiply the bottom together, we have 1 times 5,280 times 1 times 1. So of course that will just be 5,280. Then when I divide that, let's see here, that gives me 327.27 miles per hour, or if you want to write mph, oh, my h ran off the screen there. If you want to write mph, that's fine. So 327 miles per hour is the same as 480 feet per second. All right, number 3 says if it costs $4.50 for 16 ounces of spaghetti, how much would it cost for 6 ounces? All right, so this is where we want to separate proportion, and the way we're going to do this is take what we know. So we know $4.50 will buy us 16 ounces. So I'm going to write that just like it is written, $4.50. I better put my dollar sign there. Equals, that's a terrible dollar sign. Try that. Will equal 16 ounces of spaghetti. So remember, proportion is a fraction that equals a fraction, and we want to know how much would 6 ounces cost. Well, we're doing this the same way. We want our ounces, we want to compare those together, so they will be on the bottom. So we're not canceling this time because of the equal sign. Okay, so it's all right if our ounces are on the same. In fact, they should be. Okay, so I said that was 6 ounces, didn't I? All right, and now, since we don't know what this is, you can use a variable. I like x. And then, do you remember how we solve a proportion? We cross multiply. So we'll have 16x equals 450 times 6, which is 27. Okay, and then all we have to do is divide by 16. I don't know why I'm switching colors here. Divide by 16 on both sides, and then we get $1.69 if we type it in our calculator. $1.69 for 6 ounces. Okay, so if the price is the same all the way through, 6 ounces of spaghetti will cost $1.69. All right, last one here. If you burn 600 calories in 45 minutes, how long would it take to burn 480 calories? Okay, so again, we're going to set up this proportion with what we know. And we know that you can burn 600 calories in 45 minutes. So I'll just write that 600, I don't know what calories is, I'll just call it a C, in 45 minutes. Okay, and we want to know how long would it take to burn 480 calories. So again, our calories will stay on top because we're comparing them, 480 calories, and we don't know how long. That's what we're trying to find out. So again, I'm going to call that x minutes. Okay, so if I cross multiply here, I'll have 600x equals, let's see, 480 times 45 is 21,600. Okay, so to solve for x, divide by 600 on both sides. So our 600 will go away, and we're left with 36 minutes. Okay, and that makes sense, right? Because we're burning less. 480 is less than 600, so 36 should be less than 45, and it is. So the answer makes sense. 36 minutes to burn 480 calories. Okay, so that is double conversions and proportions. Have a good one.